Well, hello there, friends and family. Not sure if you can see me real well. We're on the front porch. We're about ready to head out in the Focus. Why? See the Christmas lights, like I promised you. Now, we tried this last night on Christmas Eve. And we actually went. Well, you, me, and about 12 others crowded in the car, in the trunk, and on the roof. We had popcorn, just like we do tonight. Everybody had a bag. And we also had cheese and sausage provided by Lone Star Pioneering, Les and Teresa, over there in Texas. Yep. And we got the same tonight. I had a little bit left over. Now, about half. Now, I don't mind sharing. So, I cut it all up again. Put it all in baggies. And your popcorn. And your cheese, sausage. It's all in the car waiting on you. So, let me get in there. And let's get this on the road, okay? And check out the Christmas lights here in little old Tallahassee. Maybe haven't turned them all off yet. I mean, it is Christmas night, right? Guys. Yep, there's Spooky. Cleo. Hey, Speedy. Yep, she's gonna be Speedy. Oh, come on, guys. They're under my feet. We gotta head on over to the Focus right here. Yep. And fire her up. And get her all warmed up. We do. So here we go. We'll get on in there and get toasty. Okay, come on, guys. Now, as you can see, it's dark. But we got about a 3/4 moon. And I'm sure you might not be able to see it. And like I said, we actually went out Christmas Eve. But drove all through town, seen all the lights. It was glorious. Well, of course, it's a little small town. Deep south of Alabama gonna be. Then I got back. You know, we all had video because, you know, not all of y'all can fit in the Focus. And I wanted to share it. But you know what? It just didn't turn out. For whatever reason, it was blurry. Of course, we got to turn the lights on here. I'm thinking something's wrong with the camera. We'll see, but I already noticed people ain't got their lights on. I mean, it's all these places were lit up last night. Now, ain't nothing. So I don't know how this is going to be. But you can't say, oh, Mr. Tom, don't try, because we do. But the city should have some on. Now, if you see any, and that, you got to say, ooh, oh, wow. Because that's what we used to do back in the day. Yes, sir. Kids be on the back seat with their popcorn, their snacks, cheese, some of my redneck hors d'oeuvres, some sausages, you know, those little smokies. Yep. We'd all jump in with all the snacks, and we'd head on out. And we'd make a night of it, we would. And now, it's just all of y'all and me. Yeah, y'all settle down on the back. I mean, they fighting over who got more cheese or who got more sausage. Y'all just share back there, okay? Now you see here on our light posts, got these cute little lights. Hope they're showing up. And that, they're angels, stars, some are bells, some are downright colorful. Others, not so much, as you can see here. And for the longest time, they didn't put none on the east side of the river. But I had to say something about that. That just wasn't right. See, there's one of the more colorful ones there. That's an old one. You know, it's green, red, and white. Woo! Downright colorful. The only way this could be more better is if there was some snow on the ground. But we didn't get lucky. Nope. And in a way, I'm sort of glad. By the time that front hit and moved through, we had plenty of rain now. We had 2 inches of rain. But temperatures hadn't dropped enough yet, which was my worry. Because if temperatures would have been just right and that front would have come through, we'd have had a mess. Huh. See, more colorful ones. I just love those green, red, and white ones, don't you? Some of them even twinkle. But another thing I noticed this year is the churches. They didn't do too much for the holidays this year. Of course, I ain't seen a whole lot of lights. Oh, there's a Santa Claus on the right. Don't know if you caught that. Oh, and look at over here. They got a Santa Claus and a Christmas tree all lit up with lights. Now, I won't even know if y'all can see any of all this till I get back home and edit it. There's some more lights there on the left. Yep, I'm hoping this is coming through. You know, it's not spectacular, come on. But the kids really did used to love it. And there used to be a lot more of it than there is now. Yep. Oh, they don't even have Veterans Park all lit up like normal. See, that's it right ahead of us right now. Nope, got some Christmas lights up. Ain't too much. I guess that's the way it's going to be in 2020. Oh, we got something over here on the right. Let's see. Looks like we got a choo-choo train. Yeah. You can see it right over there. That's colorful. They didn't even put any decorations up on the bridge like they normally do. Yeah, I'm sure with, you know, the restaurants closed, a lot of businesses closed, the cities sort of slack on money. They're cutting back every way they can. I'll bet the police department isn't even decorated this year. Now, I missed the Christmas parade this year. We have a little bitty one. Ain't much. Just, you know, some homemade floats and that, hay wagons, pickup trucks, such as that. Normally they throw out just a ton of candy for all the kids. This year I heard that just wasn't a big thing. Now we got a little bit here on the buildings. In the old downtown we do. Yep. On the old company store. But, you know, I'm not going to complain, because at least we put up the street light decorations this year. But it's nothing like years past. Trust me, it isn't. Of course, we've never been through a year in most of our lifetimes. Either have we. And I got some guy trying to mate with the rear end of my car. It's just unbelievable. People are impatient. We're going to take a right here on the Gilmer, which is now, of course, we're on Main right now. Oh, they don't even have a little park over there on the left lit up. Just got some little old lights. And of course, it's Christmas night. All the restaurants are closed. McDonald's closed. They wouldn't normally be. They all closed tonight. And you know, that's a good thing. In fact, really, I think we should go back to the days where we're closed on Sundays. Every Sunday. It ain't gonna kill us. Give us time to spend at least one day with our families. We're working folk. Appreciate our families, what we got, and all that. Who knows? Maybe we will. But it's looking pretty sad out here. And I guess it would have been it was just about as sad last night, to be all honest with you. I was extremely disappointed. And all I can attribute it to is 2020 and COVID-19. Superfood's closed. Everything's closed. Now, if you're wondering what time it is, it's 6 o'clock in the evening. And it's just dead dark. But I guess this is a statement in and of itself. I mean, even the Catholic Church here on the right ain't got nothing going on. Nope. They normally throw down. And then here we got Seven Gables. They got a few things, you know, some little white lights. Not much at all. Pretty much the same thing as it was last night on Christmas Eve. I guess people ain't into it, and you know, I can't slap anybody down for it because I didn't put no lights up. You know, I had at least one string up last year. I didn't even feel like getting into it. I knew Davey wasn't coming. Kids weren't coming. Christmas tree, in all honesty, I didn't do nothing with it either. It's just me and the kiddies. Kiddies don't care. And I just didn't feel like it for myself either. Just a testament to the year and what it's been. And even though I've tried to invoke peace, calmness, inspiration, and that this year, I just couldn't bring myself to do it. I just couldn't muster it up. Okay, who's throwing popcorn back there? Come on now. Settle down now. Yep, things are slim in my little hometown. Maybe if we, on the way back, we might cut through the neighborhood. You know what I found to be true? And that, Huddle House is open. Huddle House is always open. We should go in there, all throw down, get a few tables. Wouldn't that be nice? Now, I could use some breakfast at night. You think about that. People in Huddle House are working tonight. Unbelievable. I'd have to give them the night off. Surely I would. Well, as you can see, we're about to head out of town. And I already told y'all this wasn't going to be spectacular, extravagant. Y'all probably have way better. And I'm hoping if we cut through the neighborhoods, there'll be something more better. Okay, somebody's still throwing popcorn. Don't do that. The car's a mess anyway. But there are a few lights. And I guess I should have put the lights up, because you know what the lights are all about. It's about that star that was shining right above the head of baby Jesus. Yep. Lighting the way so those could find him. Yep, sure was. That's what the lights signify. Well, I even think Walmart's closed. My God. We are in the apocalypse. Walmart is closed. I can't remember when they closed before. They're normally open after 12 on Christmas Day. Woo! They must have had a little heart this year too. We're gonna go on up here to the edge of town, old Acapulco. We're gonna turn her on around and come on back through town. And then we're gonna cut up through the neighborhood and just see what that looks like too. Maybe we'll get lucky. I don't know. We'll turn around right here. At the marathon. $2.09 for gas. It'll come down, well, depending on the political climate. Maybe not. I guess we'll all have to see, won't we? Well, the Acapulco there, it's got some lights around the edge of the roof there. Sort of, kind of festive. Got some on their sign. Yeah, last night the lights were rather disappointing, and tonight they're even more disappointing. I guess there's no fitting clothes for 2020. But the reason I do the videos is, of course, for my children and my grandson. Leave them something behind of their old papa. But also to teach and inspire. And I've done my best this year to inspire hope. Because you see, especially on this day and every day to come, if we remember the reason for the season, you think about it. I want you to think for just 1 second. If you were asked to give up your only child to save the nation or the world, could you do that? Could you? Now, I know many of you may say, oh yeah, I could do that. Well, see, I'm thinking truly that'd be a hard decision to make. Well, that's what today is all about. Our Father God did just that. He did just that for not only those who believe, but those who don't. He did it for those who will follow His word, and those that won't, and those who will fake it and say they will, and all the time knowing that's the way it was going to be. But He did it anyway. And every year I ask myself, I love my son to death, I love my daughters. I ask myself that, could I do that? And I'll be totally honest with you, I couldn't. I've nearly died myself for those children a couple of times. I've nearly starved for them. They don't know that. But I did, just to save every penny I could, to make their stay on the next weekend or the next holiday all the brighter. Well, like I say, I was actually gonna, because I mean every year up till now, fast food restaurants have been open. Yes, they have. They'll stay closed to about 12 or 1, and then they'll open up, and they'll be open normal hours. Yeah, I know it's hard to believe, and I've been super critical of them doing that. So I thought today they'd be open too. And if they would have been, I was going to whip on through McDonald's and get us a couple of 20-piece McNuggets, different sauces, several words of fries, and we just split them all up inside. So can't do that, so you just have to be happy with the popcorn and the cheese and sausages. Like I say, you gotta thank Lone Star Pioneering, Les and Teresa, for those. They were so kind to send them to us. That was my Christmas gift. Yep. They're good people. They're over in Dayton, Texas. Just down home regular people. They're over at Southern Boy Preppers now, having a wonderful Christmas. There was way more open last year in the evenings, since there's absolutely nothing open. Now, you saw the convenience store. They're going to be open unless there's the apocalypse. Yep. So you have to forgive me. You can't have no McNuggets. And you also have to forgive me that we don't got no spectacular light shows. I mean, the city just disappointed. I can sort of understand, money's tight. It's just like this park over here on the right where you see the little white lights right now. That is normally decorated up to the hilt. Trees, the pavilion, everything. Of course, this church off to the left has normally got it going on big time too with Christmas decoration. Got a nativity scene out front and all that. And as you see, it's just sort of dark and foreboding. They ain't got nothing going on. They ain't got the nativity scene lit up. Church is all dark. No Christmas decorations. Oh. But like I say, I can't beat any of them up. I didn't do anything either. So I'm sure I'll probably get some thumbs down for still doing this video and putting it up. But see, this is the way it was on Christmas evening in 2020. And that's the way we should show it. See, I could have took the time to show all the little things that were lit up, like the company store here coming up on the right. And that, yeah, I could have cut it and pasted and made this little town look so nice and cheerful. That just ain't the way it is. So why do it? The whole reason for me starting my YouTube channel was to document my life, do what I feel I wanted to do, and leave it behind for my kids and my grandkids. And along that journey, thousands, now tens of thousands of you came along for the ride. And I'm ever so grateful for every single last one of you. And if I could sincerely take you for a real ride, and I had the money, I'd rent buses. I surely would. Because I've done stupid stuff like that before. Not as stupid, but people thought it was. Back when I did have a little bit of money. Yeah, my wife wasn't happy with me. Well, let's take a ride up through the neighborhood and see if the poor folk have put any on out. Because, you know, normally what I found, poor folk, they tend to go more out than everybody else. Let's take a look and see. I already see something up there on the left, decorating a fence. They got their stair rail decorated. Oh, yep. looking pretty, looking pretty. I'm giving a big thumbs up as we go by. Next house got it all around there. Stairs. I don't know what's with the white lights. Personally, as you know, I like all the colorful lights. Most of the houses are dark though. And that really bothers me too, because I wonder if they're okay and they're still with us. And we got a cross over here on the left. When I see a dark house at 6:26 in the evening, to me that ain't good. That's just my thought. We got another house lit up there on the left. See, like this house on the right, it's just dead dark. And I know people older than me live in these neighborhoods, and I see all these dark houses this early. That's a great concern to me, because I just have to think, are they still with us? I hope and pray they are. But the Christmas light situation, and that's what I noticed last night on Christmas Eve, it wasn't looking any better than it is now. And I questioned myself why I even go do it. Well, like I told you, it's a testament to what this year has been all about. It's been hard, and I know with many of y'all, it's been hard to keep up your hope, keep your heart full, and that's why I've just slap out refused to do negative videos, to report on the doom and gloom and catastrophes. I mean, if everything else was perfect in the world, COVID would be enough. But it ain't. There's all kinds of stuff going on. There is every year. And there will be again. We'll try a more affluent neighborhood down here by the lake, see if they got anything going on. You think they do? I don't think so. Now this is right on the lake shore of Lake Tallahassee, Thurlow Reservoir, as it really is. We got some, and that's another thing I've noticed. I just saw a pile of Christmas garbage right there. I haven't seen much cartons, bags, trash out on the side of the curb. Have any of y'all? And it just struck me when I seen that pile there. I hadn't seen that yet. And I know every year since this year, there was always, people done got their trash stacked up, garbage can slap full, lid flipped over, can't stuff no more in, plus stuff stacked all around. And until I seen that pile right there, it just dawned on me. I haven't been seeing that. So that in of itself is another sign People, this year hasn't been a good year for so many Americans. And what bothers me is we ain't willing to do nothing to change it. Not nothing. And you might say, well, like social media, they all on there whining, crying, excuse my language, bitching. But they ain't gonna do nothing more than that. No. I was talking to some good friends the other night, and they said, well, right now, Mr. Tom, you ain't either. Well, I ain't gonna tell nobody if I was. I just keep that to myself. You know what I mean? God forgive me if I was 20 years younger. Well, I don't know if you can catch it outside the camera. We had a little house lit up right there pretty good. But yeah, I apologize, it's slim. It really is. And it sort of tugs my heart down too. But you have to think about it. It's just like me. You know, I'm on fixed income. Many of y'all are. Well, most of y'all are. And we got to watch things. We truly do. We got to watch what that thermostat's at. Whether it's summer or winter. We wear sweaters. We wear, you know, long johns. Our sweatshirts and all that in our house. It ain't because we're overly fond of them. We got that thermostat turned down to save money. Not because we're greedy, because we got to. Yep. They're having a big gathering over there. On the right, yards chock full of cars. Good for them. And I hope they all survive. God willing, they will. See, when times are as bad as they are now, you got to put your faith in God. We're going to head on back down here around the lake again. On the off chance rich folk may still be able to afford electricity. Pardon the speed bumps. Too many houses are dark. And I don't ever say nothing to all of y'all. I've had a whole lot of new neighbors. When you say new neighbors, in the houses? No. Over at the cemetery. And it's become a daily thing. Yep. We had one yesterday and that just shocked me to death. Somebody's being buried on Christmas Eve. I didn't even think that anybody would do that. See, we're right down here on the lake again. There's a little bit there, over to the left. Got those white lights again. That I'm not a fan of. But if you love them, that's what you like. I guess that symbolizes the star. You know, that bright, shining star that was over Jesus' head on the night he was born. And I understand. Tonight wasn't that night. In fact, nobody really knows what night that was. Normally the VFW there is all lit up. Not this year. All they got is a wreath on the door. maybe y'all, down in the comments there, if you would be so kind, would let me know how your city looked this holiday season. As far as, you know, being festive. Christmas lights, decorations, and that. You see, I'd like to hope, and I pray, that people will not lose their faith. They will not give up. Not only on themselves, but on our God, our country, and humanity as a whole. Yep. I pray for that often. Yep, sure do. But that was another reason last night didn't go too well. It's pretty much a buzz last night. Other than the fact, it was all blurry. But I was hoping on Christmas night we'd throw down. Now, as you can see, we didn't. So I ain't gonna keep y'all no more. Cause now I'm hearing some people crunch up their popcorn bags, which means popcorn's running out. And that, well, I'm sure the cheese and the sausage is already gone. Why? Because somebody got my bag off the console. I ain't gonna call no names. I don't know, it's dark in the car. And y'all are more than welcome to it. There's a bunch of boxes out there. Somebody had a good Christmas. So we only about a block or two from the house. Well, the kitty crew will be glad to see Papa back. I'm sure all of y'all want to get in and get warm. Now, I did make some hot chocolate up before we left, and it's sitting in the big party thermos on the counter. So, for those of you who are actually in the car, on the car, and in the trunk, y'all gonna come on in and have a cup of hot chocolate. We even got some of them little tiny marshmallows put in it. We do. Just like Davey likes, my grandson. He won't mind sharing since he ain't here anyway. Yep. I can see the old home place there on the right. So we're gonna whip her on in. And we're gonna head her on into the house where it's warm. Cause right now it's dead nuts 32 degrees. It is. I know they can't see, Spook. And I know you can't see me yet. You might not be able to see me when we get up on the front porch. But for those of you who came along for the ride, like I said, I think there was, 8 or 10 of y'all. Y'all come on in. We'll have some hot cocoa, and then we'll call it a night. Maybe visit a minute. For all those out there in my virtual community, and that, in our virtual neighborhood, once again, I hope your Christmas was happy, merry, joyful, full of cheer, with your friends, family, and loved ones. So until I see you on the next one, y'all take care, stay safe, and may God bless you, your friends, family, and loved ones too. Goodbye for now. Come on, Spook, time to go on in. We gotta do some hot chocolate. We got a bunch of people standing behind us. Right? Come on. Woo! Trixie, you didn't want to go for the ride? Huh? You didn't? Why not? I would let you lay in my lap. You always go. You didn't want to go because of the peoples? Okay, well, say Merry Christmas. No. I'm gonna go get Gracie and see if Gracie will say Merry Christmas. I think she'll say it. What do you think? Huh? You're such a curmudgeon, but I love you.